Today we've got a tier list for every Lightcone in Star Rail. Now there's not going to be any set parameters, meaning that we're not picking the Lightcones based off which one is best for a new account, which one is best for an endgame player. It's kind of going to be just based off my preferences, and then I'm going to explain them relatively as we go. So let's start with the standard 5-star Lightcones, and then we'll just slowly start making our way down the list. Bronya's Lightcone is so good. Before, it kind of got into 2.1, 2.2, right? A little bit earlier, Bronya's Lightcone was so good that I actually bought multiple and leveled up 2 from the shop because I liked using one on Asta and one on Tingyun or something like that. But now, I think it probably goes down into A tier, even though the energy regeneration rate is so nice to have on certain units like Yukong. It's my favorite Lightcone to have on Yukong because she gets her ult up immediately. Other characters, Asta works very well. Bronya, obviously. Sparkle, very, very good. But I am going to put it in the S tier for now, or the A tier. I'm going to have to speed this up just thinking about all the Lightcones we got to go through. So, cruising, this is a Herta Shop Lightcone, but as for this, I'm going to put this in the A tier 2. 16% crit rate does turn into 32% crit rate. Very helpful on characters like Ratio, Zila, Topaz, Don Hung, a whole bunch of, hunt characters. As for the next one, let's see here. We got Welt. Welt is nothing too special. It's got some good attack and some good damage bonuses, and I do believe it's got some effect hit rate too, but there's just, there's some better options than that. You don't really want to go for Welt's Lightcone. Even for Welt, you might as well just use like a Good Night and Sleep Well or something along those lines. Next, we've got Japard's Lightcone. Since Aventurine just came out, it might actually be better than what it was before. I actually like Javard's Lightcone quite a bit because of the taunt value it gives you. The effect hit rate only really helps March and Japard, but the taunt and the defense and just the base stats are pretty good. As for the next one, let's see what we got here. Himiko's good in pure fiction, kind of shit everywhere else, so I think it has its place there. This Destruction Lightcone, honestly, this Destruction Lightcone is so good on so many characters that this one I am actually going to place here, not based on how strong it is, but just because of how versatile it is for every single character, for every single player. You can max it out and put on everybody, so I just think that's a wonderful, wonderful Lightcone. How many standards we got left? Let's bring these to the front here. We've got Solitary Healing, we've got Clara's, we've got Yang Qing's, we've got Bailu's, and we've got Texture of Memories. Not too much. Okay, so Solitary Healing, very, very good on players like Kafka, or characters like Kafka, because the extra energy regeneration rate can actually pair very well with an energy regen rope. So I do like it. The break effect, very good on Luca. I'm probably going to put this in a B. I do like this Lightcone quite a bit. Clara's is pretty dog shit. It might be good on Clara, but even on Clara, this is fine. Other Lightcones, if you have any signature 5-star Destruction Lightcones that have crit value, much better. As for the actual damage numbers, I'm not sure how good it is on Clara, but it's kind of ugh. This one is also kind of dog shit. I know there's some setups that you can make it work, but I think it has like 3 turns of downtime for the crit rate, and it's just, it's kind of bullshit. Bailu's Lightcone is also pretty garbage. It has some good base stats. I'm not going to put it in an F. If you do end up pulling it on the standard banner and you're relatively early into your account, not a bad idea to build Bailu's Lightcone just for your healer because it makes their base stats much, much higher. Texture of Memories is good. The Texture of Memories versus Japard's Lightcone, which one is better? This one does give you a little bit of a shield, does give you some effect res, and you can easily max it out at the Herta Shop. So maybe it goes in B, but it's kind of whatever. Just leave that there. Now, let's get into the signature Lightcones. God, the standard ones took way too long, huh? Argenti. Good. Problem is that if you're going to go for a year edition 5-star Lightcone, might as well just go for Before Dawn. No real reason to, invest into another character's Lightcone unless you really, really like Argenti, because it doesn't actually work on too many other characters as well. Maybe Qingque could work a little bit, but not very much. Dr. Ratio's Lightcone is super, super good. Works on multiple characters like Don Hung. I think you can put on Topaz too. For Dr. Ratio, great bonus. Everybody has Ratio, so if you do pick up his Lightcone, it is a pretty nice buff for him. Before Dawn is an S tier Lightcone. It's so damn good. It's so good on QQ, so good on Himiko, so good on Argenti, of course, Jing Yuan. I'm sure there's a couple other Year Edition characters that Before Dawn is good on, but just because it has universal stats. Whenever your character uses an ultimate or a skill, you get increased damage. That is very, very helpful and nice that it actually works on more than one character. Wow. Imbibitor's Lightcone is very, very good. A tier energy regeneration rate, whether it works on Jouei, it's pretty good on Jouei, but there's other options as well. But it's a pretty good Lightcone. For Imbibitor specifically, there's nothing wrong with Aeon, in my opinion. I was using Aeon with my E2 Imbibitor for a very long time. So, I mean, E2 Imbibitor, but anyways. Next, Luocha's Lightcone. I don't know what it does, don't get it. Honestly, all sustained 5-star Lightcones, I think are completely not worth it, in my opinion. There's just way, way better options, and you can place your gems in way better, places than that. Jingliu's Lightcone is very, very good. Unfortunately, it's only good on Jingliu. I just realized I'm not really placing these in order, so they're kind of just based on tier. Maybe we'll switch them around a little bit later. Zila's Lightcone is fine. Nothing too special going on there. But it is universal. Universal 5-star signature Lightcones, I like them a lot. Also, Incessant Rain, it's fine. It's nothing too special. I mean, the extra vulnerability, I think it gives that, is good. Extra debuff is nice, but honestly, just use Resolution on Pela or Silver Wolf. Doesn't really make too much sense. Huohuo, honestly, okay, all sustained Lightcones I just dislike. I think they're just a waste. Huohuo's Lightcone probably isn't that bad, but just why? I don't really see the point. Maybe it's a little better than Luocha's. I think Luocha's is actually bad. Ron May's Lightcone. I'm putting this in S tier. Now, this Lightcone is not an S tier Lightcone for the majority of players. It's not, right? I love this Lightcone because it's the best Lightcone for my account, hands down. The 10 energy per wave that it gives you is so nice for 0 cycles. It's unmatched. Problem is that if you take more than 0 cycles, you're not actually taking advantage of the wave increase, the energy increase that you get per wave, and you're only getting the damage and the skill point. So whether Memories of the Past is better than this on Ron May in a regular run could be argued. So for that reason, this is not an S tier Lightcone for the majority of players. For me, definitely. Kafka's Lightcone is super good. I just like the extra dot because you get an extra Arcana stack. Other than that, the speed is also very, very helpful. Let's see. Black Swan's Lightcone. I'll be completely honest with you. If you have Eyes of the Prey, the other 4-star Lightcone, it's not as necessary. So it's purely a damage increase. For that reason, I don't think it's as valuable as some other Lightcones. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got next here. Fushuan's Lightcone. Just forget about Harmony Lightcones. Or, Sustain Lightcones. It's my opinion. You might disagree. Blade's Lightcone is so good on Blade, I feel like it has to go in A, even though it's kind of shit on everybody else. But for Blade, it's just such a big increase that it's hard to say no to, genuinely. It's hard to say no to Blade's Lightcone for Blade, right? It's just such a good increase for him. Topaz's Lightcone. I am so sad I missed out on this Lightcone. Whether the damage increase for Topaz actually makes too much of a difference, I don't think so, because Topaz's damage isn't too crazy. It's just the extra debuff that you can apply really helps with Dr. Ratio teams and, teams that want debuffs, essentially. So I really, really like Topaz's Lightcone. Where it goes, though, I feel like there's so many other options for Topaz that this one is not nearly in the same category as, like, Imbibitor, or maybe Jingliu's actually shouldn't be that high. I'm going to have to go over this a little bit more. 4-star Lightcones. We finally got rid of the 5 stars. Actually, did we? No, we still have Sparkles. Sparkles Lightcone is so good. I love Sparkles Lightcone. Is Sparkles Lightcone an S tier Lightcone? Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I have to think about this a little bit further. I love the crit value so much because my relics are so shit that it genuinely is a lifesaver. Don't think it's an S tier though, because sometimes you do actually take this off Sparkle. So if you're going to take a Lightcone off a character, it's probably not an S tier. Like this Lightcone is always on Ron May, never not on Ron May. This Lightcone always on your edition character. This Lightcone, if you don't have a destruction character, always on a destruction character. This sometimes you will change for Dance Dance Dance. So 4-star Lightcones. Let's kind of speed through these. Arlon's Lightcone, it's kind of shit. Whatever, works good on Blade. Before the tutorial missions start, I hate this Lightcone. I hate this Lightcone. I hate it. Where's an extra tier? Let's make an extra tier. Die. Let's make a death tier. Okay. Just please. Just go there. Where are you? Okay. Perfect. There we go. Next. Wait, why is this? Let's move this down. Perfect. And we'll just change this. I'm going to leave this in the video because I don't care. There. Right here. F. This color orientation makes 0 sense, but I don't care. Okay, next, this Battle Pass Light Cone is kind of trash in my opinion. No reason to get it whatsoever. Dance, 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 instant S tier. S tier, Dance, Dance, Dance. I love Dance, Dance, Dance. Action value, so helpful for 0 cycles. Just regular clears, super, super helpful. Can push your healers above enemies and make them heal you before you take damage. One of the synergies I really, really liked using my Misha and Natasha for my 4-star clears. So Dance, 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 amazing. I'll be completely honest, I don't know what this is. This is the preservation, the defense one. So I'm just going to put it in D because I don't give a shit. As for this, what is this? I don't know what this is. I have no idea what that is. This is the Dreamville one. This is the Harmony Light Cone. It's kind of like a universal version of the Planetary Rendezvous, but it only works for the type of thing that you use. So let's say you use a skill on your Harmony character, then only your skills get buffed. So kind of trash. Eyes of the Prey, amazing light cone for for Black Swan. Great light cone for Black Swan, good damage increase and good effect hit rate. If you have this at S5, no real reason to go for her signature if you don't want to push out maximum damage. But I wonder if maybe it's a B tier light cone. I think it's a B tier light cone. Very good on Black Swan, but not too much on other characters. Fermata is garbage, but it's good on break characters like Luca, and it's also a good free-to-play option. I do like Fermata just to put it on Luca, so I'll put it here for that reason. This is the new Hunt Light Cone. I don't know what the new Hunt Light Cone is. This is the new Destruction Light Cone. This one heals you a little bit, but it's garbage, I think, for the most part. This is Genius Repose, extra 42% crit damage when you kill something, right? And a pretty good attack bonus. I like Genius Repose quite a bit. I do like it quite a bit. Good Night and Sleep Well is amazing. Great light cone. Genuinely a great light cone. As for, this is the Event Light Cone, that one that heals a little bit. This one's fine. Nothing too special going on. I don't even remember the skill off the top of my head. Something like max HP increase or something along those lines. Indelible Promise is such a good light cone. I love Indelible Promise. Hard to get to S5 and only works on Misha, or Joie, but very good light cone. This is that Nihility light cone, I think. Ooh, don't remember exactly, so we're just going to go and see. Landau's Choice is a pretty good light cone. Very good preservation option. Just as good as Japard's light cone, in my opinion. Doesn't give you effect hit rate, but who really cares that much? Make the World Clamor is pretty shit. Memories of the Past is very good. I like the energy, but it's kind of fallen out of place, especially if you have light cones like this, or most of the characters, the Harmony characters that we run right now, don't use Memories of the Past. So it's pretty much just like a Ron May thing or an Asta thing. This is the Battle Pass light cone. Don't go for Battle Pass light cones except for... Let's actually skip to the Battle Pass light cone. This light cone is very, very good. I love this light cone. Best Battle Pass light cone. Only get this one. Damage bonus, very, very good for all your edition characters because they all have pretty high ult costs. This is going to give you some attack percent. Maybe some crit rate too, but it's kind of whatever. This is Past in the Future. Past in the Future is good on Bronya and Sparkle if you've got it early. And honestly, at S5, it's actually 2% more damage than Bronya's light cone. Not a bad option. Planetary Rendezvous is good. I don't find myself using Planetary Rendezvous too much. The extra 24% damage is not worth getting action advances, getting more ults, or something along those lines. So sometimes I'll put it in, but for the most part, I don't really prefer using Planetary Rendezvous. This gives you some effect res. Don't know too much about healer light cones because I only have 2 of them leveled. This is my favorite healing light cone. Energy regeneration rate is just so freaking good on healers. Constant ults paired with an energy regen rope and an extra 5%, so a Penacony or a Von Whack, and you're at like 135% energy regeneration rate. Great light cone. This is Quid Pro Quo, so we're going to get a couple of energy for the lowest character. It's good for some niche scenarios, but for the most part, it's kind of trash. Ooh, so good. Honestly, this light cone is so good I use it in every single team. I don't think there's a single team, if I have a Nihility character, that doesn't use this resolution light cone. So I'm just going to put it in here just because One of the best supporting Lightcones that exists, in my opinion. This one, Return to Darkness, don't remember. This one, don't know. Shared Feeling, very, very good. Energy, I use these two interchangeably. The energy that you can give to your characters by using a skill is so great. So great. Subscribe for More is kind of garbage. What is this? What is this? Swordplay. This is Swordplay. Swordplay is pretty good on other characters, Topaz especially. This one is kind of dog shit. Good on Herta's follow-ups, but its base stats are abysmally low. Like, abysmally low. Defense through the floor low. This one is the Year Edition one, I think. I think it's kind of trash. Mole, trash. This, I actually like Seriousness of Breakfast. It's not even that bad, honestly. It's a fine light cone. Genuinely, it's a fine light cone. Consistently get the damage boost. Trend is amazing just because Acheron is out right now. Great light cone. This is some defense light cone. This is Under the Blue Sky. This one's actually pretty good if you've got it superimposed, but honestly, this at S5 is too much of a competition. Too much of a competition. This is trash. This is trash, I think. Battle Pass light cone is trash. Gallagher's light cone is pretty garbage. Break Effect is good for him, but garbage. Woof, 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 trash. I'm just going to put these in trash because I don't know what they are. Actually, I'll just leave them out because I guess technically I don't know what they are. I'm going to leave the 3 stars off it really quickly. Let's get into a couple of good ones, however. Meshing Cogs, wonderful. Nothing. Multiplication is kind of good on some characters, but yeah, or maybe this is multiplication. I don't know. One of those two is good for the basic attack action advance, but other than that, nothing too special. And everything else is kind of dog shit. So this is the final tier list. What are we working with here? We've got the top 5 light cones. Aeon, Before Dawn, Ron May's light cone, Dance Dance Dance, and Resolution. Very, very good. Should we order this in a certain way? Yeah, let's just order it like this real quick. Boom, 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 and yeah. This is my list. If you guys have any ideas, suggestions, please let me know. Join the Discord, comment, subscribe. Just realized I unfortunately left Acheron and Aventurine's light cone out of this. Acheron's light cone, I'd probably put that in A tier, and Aventurine's light cone, I'd probably put that here in maybe C or something. It's kind of fine. It's whatever. Nothing too important. Thanks for watching once again. Adios.